Alright, I'm gonna attempt to put these trucks on and tell you a story about the time I got high with Nick Tucker. But not only that, it was his first time ever smoking weed. So, to get started, it's gonna be very difficult because I don't really have a workbench. I'm gonna make it happen. So yeah, I skated with Nick Tucker a lot back in the day. Not like religiously, but a lot. And so did everyone else. Everyone in the skate scene in San Diego would skate with Tucker. That was good because he skated everywhere. And whenever a spot became popular, everyone would be there. We'd all show up. And most everyone was cool with each other. But Tucker was nice. He was fucking talented. He had a good personality, great sense of humor, just all around, just very positive. And he had like a different gear that most skaters didn't. Like he had the pop, he had the tech. He was just he was like really good at tech. Manuals, stairs, gaps, flat ground. And this kid would just bust out shit like a grown-ass man. So Tucker and I, we know each other. I mean, again, we weren't like buddy, but we knew each other. And so one time he came to my apartment over off of 54th in San Diego and Bates Street. I didn't live there forever. It's not the best part of town, but it was cheap. And my buddy Kyle, he would like film everybody. He was a good filmer. Shout out to Kyle. We both had vaporizers, I'm pretty sure. I had a Volcano, and I think it might have been Kyle's vaporizer that was like a wooden box. So a vaporizer is like, you technically don't smoke weed, you heat it up to a certain temperature just beneath the temperature of burning. So you get more flavor, but some people say you don't get as high, right? So that's perfect for Nick for his first time smoking weed. Anyway, so, we all sit down in my living room. The year must have been 2006. I'm fucking, what am I? I'm like 20 or I think I'm like 19 or 20. Not a day over 21. Definitely 20 or 19, whatever. And Nick, dude, he might have been like 15 or 16. I hope no younger than that, because like, that's pretty young to start smoking weed. But dude, honestly, there's people who smoke weed when they're fucking like 9. Not good. But there's a difference between trying weed and smoking weed regularly. Anyways, so Tucker, me, I think Cody Subito was there. If you just YouTube Cody Subito, Barracks, I think the Barracks did a video. He was really good too. That dude he front feebled the Torrey Pines 14 rail the day after partying hella hard, rolling on Thizzles. Fucking crazy. And Nick Tucker was like a savant, dude. He was literally on a company called Savant. Holy shit, memories. Yeah, Tucker would skate with like Kellen James, Laurel, all the Skate Mafia people. I was good, but I didn't want to I just wasn't down to get broke. And to this day, I've never broken a bone, so it's a trade-off, I didn't push that hard. But Tucker had an extra gear that most skaters don't. Tucker would he'd be this little fucking 14 or 15-year-old kid showing up at a manual spot doing like switch heel flip, switch manual, switch heel flip out, while I'm trying maybe switch flip manual, maybe switch flip manual shove if I'm lucky. And I'm way older than him at the time. So skating with him was fucking dope. Everyone skated with him, and that's probably what made him good, skating with older, better skaters. He definitely surpassed everyone. But back to the story of getting high, which I don't advocate, right? Weed's legal now, so it's not as touchy of a subject, but this was 2006, where weed was still really criminalized. All right, one truck on, other truck to go. Let's finish the story. So Nick Tucker, he sits down in my living room. He's holding this vaporizer thing. He's never smoked weed, and he's like, yeah, I'm down. I want to try it. But he wasn't aggressive. He wasn't like, give me that shit. He wasn't like, pack the fattest bowl, the best weed. He was just like, I'll try a little bit, right? Which is good. He's fucking still a kid. We were all still kids. And so he smokes the thing, and like, we pack it up. We tell him how to load it. Or we loaded it. We tell him how to inhale, and like, we turn the dial on the vaporizer like to the right temperature. And the homie just puffs on it, and like he just starts like giggling and shit like the whole time. And he held it down pretty well though, other than just there we go. You need a seltzer, dude? I could toss them to you. I only charge 50 cents a toss. Dude. Chase my mistakes. I charge you 50 cents a deck. It's time for a new deck for you, baby. Alright. Roommates gotta get beer out of the fridge. So Tucker hits the vaporizer. I had a Volcano. He didn't smoke that. I think that was too intimidating. Again, he's not like aggressively trying to get high. He was just like, I'll just do a little, get my toes wet. You know that saying? And so he's sitting there in my living room laughing, giggling, and like, he didn't get paranoid. He didn't freak out. He didn't ask for more. It was just he handled it really well. Right? And some people don't get high the first time, but I think he did. And it was just a funny night, because it was like, it's like, this dude's Nick Tucker now. Like, I'm the first person he ever got high with. It's pretty cool. We taught him how to smoke, not in depth how to hit a bong, but we did teach him how to smoke, at least how to vaporize. And so I thought that was funny. Nick, if you ever see this, I say what up. I think we said what up once on Instagram 3 or 4 years ago, but nothing but love for you, dude. You fucking shred. And I definitely won't ever forget those times skating back in the day. You were fucking next level. Yeah, the last time I ever skateboarded with Nick Tucker, it was like a hospital in El Cajon or La Mesa. And, no, Grossmont. It's like Grossmont and El Cajon. It's probably still there. It's like a gap, and it goes from like a walkway by the front entrance of a commercial building. Like, I think it's a medicals plaza. And then you skate over like a planter gap into the driveway, like the asphalt. So we show up, and like, this is the last time I ever skated with Nick Tucker. We show up, he's like all-ing it first try, switch all-ing it, 180ing it, and then he ends up doing like, I want to say he did inward heel and switch front heel. And I was like, my mind was just shattered at this kid, like his confidence and his expectations of himself. I was just like, bro, like, I'd be stoked if I backside flipped it, even kick flip it. Like this, it would take me like maybe half hour to kick flip it. I just huck a few down, and if I landed, I landed. But this kid just shows up, and in like 15 minutes, he's ollie, switch ollie, 180, switch front heel, and I'm pretty sure he inward heeled it. And again, this is 2006, 7, maybe somewhere around there. Probably 6. And the dude is just still young as fuck. So that's just they're just a different breed. They have an extra gear that different skaters don't. And I think he was telling me, he's like, bro, like, come on, you got it. He was pushing me like most skaters do to their homies, and I really appreciated that. But I was like, nah, bro, like, I just don't have that. I wish I did. Like, I wonder if I pushed myself harder, if I could have gone farther in skating. But there's plenty of skaters I know that are just so broke off. Like, their knees surgeries. Their knees are definitely one of the worst things. It's either your back or your knees for skateboarders. And like, skating now is like a sport, but skating back in the day, like in the 90s and 2000s, like, it wasn't, you weren't like an athlete. Like on their Instagram, people are like, oh, athlete. Like back then, dude, you were like you're just a skateboarder, you partied. You know, a lot of skaters just party hard, drink, drugs, girls, like long nights. It just wasn't like, now it looks like it's an Olympic sport. But like, why am I talking about this? Is because just back then, skateboarders, like, I'll name a few skaters that just partied, and it was like, I'm sure you know Bam Margera, Ali Boulala, Andrew Reynolds, but Andrew Reynolds turned it around. Mad respect. Who else? Like Peter Smolik from Skate Mafia. That dude just, Chad Muska, like, even Brandon Turner. Brandon Turner right now is a monster, good in a good way. That dude is fucking amazing. But he's from the generation where just partied, right? You'd party like 80% and film like 20%. It was like a rock star. Like, skaters back in the day were like rock stars from the old days. So anyways, Tucker's rad. He was an amazing skater back then and still. And I'm privileged to have skated with him when he was 14, 15, 16. There were so many spots we went to. Like, there's like manual pads in Mira Mesa. There's like just stairs that he would just destroy. Fucking crazy. But, oh yeah, so I never broke a bone in my life. And fortunately, right now, I can still skate. Like, I'm pretty sure if I wanted to, I could, like, ollie a 10 stair. I'm actually really curious what I could do downstairs. It's just that, like, that one landing where you fucking tweak your leg, like, that could cause me really bad. At my age, 36, that could really fuck me up. But if you don't land tweaked out, like, if you don't land awkwardly where you could tweak your knees, then I'm fine. But like, dude, there's skaters that just, they can't do anything anymore because they've had too many injuries. Like, I don't want to single anyone out in a bad way, but I'm not going to do it. There's skaters that they just can't skate. They have injuries. So it's like it's like yin yang, right? You love it so much when you're young that you do anything to become successful. But that could potentially shorten, maybe not your career, but the amount of skateboarding in your life. So it's like, I feel like I could skate till I'm like 60 because I don't go that hard. So I don't know. It's all about the balance. Fucking Steve Caballero, dude. He's like 58 if I'm correct. And he's out there fucking rock and rolling inverted vert at Linda Vista. Like, fuck, dude. But that is tranny. Street skating's a different animal. Yeah, so this deck's almost done. I might be able to go skate for 45 minutes, but I think it's getting late. Yeah, so Nick Tucker, man, I think he's towards the end of his career now, because if I'm 36, he's got to be at least 30. Maybe, I'm going to guess 33. But when you're that good, like, it's like, he could suck and it's still better than me now. But I'm not bad. You know, I got tricks. I got good style, I think. There's always the bias because it's yourself. But I got decent style, and I'm just happy to be able to skate. So you don't want to stop, because once you stop, it's no bueno. Yeah, I don't even smoke weed anymore. I think Nick Tucker does smoke weed anymore, and that's why I'm telling you this story, is because, you know, Tucker's such a weed connoisseur pothead now, and I'm the first person. I'm not trying to sound cocky or take credit, but it's just funny being the first person that Tucker got high with. Me and some other homies. Kyle, shout out. Cody Sabito, I think he was there, shout out. Caleb, I don't remember Caleb's last name, but he's from Utah, shout out. Anyways, I'm gonna go skate and shred. See you in the next video.